Hi, my name is Kees, and in this video I'd like to tell you more how to use life as a teacher for you to go deeper in your spiritual development. In life, we suffer, and the suffering we have, especially mental suffering, has to do with pieces of us we haven't really explored, looked at, or dissolved, or released is another way to look at it. And let's, for example, take a coworker that annoys you. The coworker might have some behavior which is not so nice, but what's actually the problem, because otherwise we would say, well, whatever. What is the problem there is actually that we have a part of us, a feeling inside us, that is triggered by this behavior. And that's our piece, you could say. That's why we suffer. Our suffering is related to our density, our own inside, our emotion, our trigger that's activated by this behavior. In order to use life, and in this case the behavior of the coworker, for your spiritual progression, you explore what inside you is touched by this behavior. For example, you think about the behavior and then you feel. What do you feel? Where do you feel anger? Do you feel it in your chest? Do you feel it in your belly? Do you feel it in your head? Do you feel it in your shoulders? You often feel it in the center of the body. And can you explore that? Can you look at it? What shape is it? What color does it have? What size does it have? Does it change when you focus your attention on it? Can you stay with it? What happens when you stay with the feeling? This is how you release sensations, because when you are with these raw sensations, with these feelings, then they have the opportunity to fully express themselves. Maybe visions come up, maybe thoughts come up, maybe deeper feelings or other layers come up. Can you be with those too? Can you follow the breadcrumbs to the core of this problem? Or it's not a problem, but it's just sensations, right? But can you follow it to the core? Can you be with them fully? And when you are fully with such a core, it can dissolve, it can open, it can release. And can we again and again use life as a pointer, as a teacher? Life is our biggest spiritual teacher, by far. Can we use life to point us to the raw sensations that are maybe even pre-verbal, that are maybe from our childhood, that are maybe frustrating us for a long time already? And can we just be with them? And through our loving, compassionate attention and focus, concentrating on the sensation, through our focus on the sensation, through our allowance of the sensation to express itself fully, can we fully release it? And what happens a lot of the times is that when stuff happens, this is my baby, when stuff happens in our life that triggers us, we blame others instead of seeing it as an opportunity, or we go analyze it. A lot of people in the spiritual process, I did this for a long time as well, want to understand, why am I triggered? They try to feel into it, but they also try to analyze it, right? They try to, every time, like the solution is on the layer of feeling, because it's a feeling. Anger is a feeling, right? Or what's touched is a feeling. But they try to understand it, they bring it to the head, right? But our mind just uses what it has. Our mind just creates more thoughts, just creates more resistance. Our minds can only point us to resistance, and then we feel. The only thing that mentally can release things is by changing perspectives. And when you feel bad about something mentally, you're in the wrong perspective. Because this is your growth. This is set up, life is set up for you to grow. And sometimes in the most terrible ways. But sometimes, especially when we listen to life, when we're open to life, we can see that all we can do And how we can change the planet is by changing ourselves first. And doing that by transmuting our feelings and our thoughts into loving feelings and thoughts. And we do that by not just thinking positively, but by transmuting the raw sensations in our body-mind, inside and outside the body, mostly inside the body. A lot of spiritual practitioners, me included, want to go out the body. We want to go up, we want relief of this all. And that's why we ignore the body. And I only found that relief when I started focusing on the body. When I started to transmute my thoughts and my feelings by being with sensations. The thought points to a feeling, the feeling points to a raw sensory sensations, a blockage in your flow, for example, in your heart chakra, or in your throat chakra, or in your shoulder, or whatever, wherever. Can you be with those raw sensations? 80%, let's say, of what has worked for me. And the 20% has been nice, all these techniques or therapies and things like that, and they're really nice. But 80% is just me sitting in some chair or some couch, closing my eyes, feeling and thinking about what triggered me, what suffering is there, and just being with those densities in the body, feeling into what it is to be Kees. I invite you to no longer ignore the body or yourself, but just be with yourself fully. Explore this piece of life. If it is transmuted, then it will help so much people live a better life. Much love. And if you want any guidance with this, let me know. Book a free call below, free coaching call, and we can explore working together, or I can give you some free tips. Always happy to help my friend, and lovely to meet again. Much love. Bye.